What is up, guys and girls? So I do apologize for the wait for this video, but I was moving house and I couldn't have done it any sooner. But anyway, in this video we're going to have Talos I Lobby, all 26 individuals, as well as the Shuttle Bay. And after that we're going to do Talos I Bridge. A couple of worth mentions as per usual. Stay away from those recycle grenades because they will take the body out of the game and it'll be gone for good. As well as turrets. I tend to destroy turrets when I see them because they can destroy mimics or at least phantoms when you are not in the room and you don't even know that they were there. So without further ado, let's get into these three areas. So we're going to kick off this lobby right at the start of the game, or once you get to the Talos I Lobby, that is. And we're going to do quite a few on this run. So we've got Nash over there, Mr. Underwood. So we're going to go find Kelly. And also I need to tell you guys that this one will be cut up quite a bit more than the previous videos, not as flowing as the other ones, because this was my first recording in this area and I hadn't quite figured out that it was better to do it all in one run. But I do show the map every time and this place is fairly easy to navigate once you get to know it. But anyway, I think we're going to come up to Jason now. No, this is Bianca Goodwin and this will be Jason over here. And one more over here, the sixth individual. Okay, now we're going to head up to the trauma center, or outside it. We're going to find one right over here, and that is Laura McAvoy as number 7. Now we're going to head into the trauma center. We're going to find one right over here, Anna. And April will be lying on the floor over here.
Welcome. Maybe I can help you.
You cannot help me. All these people. We have one more over here, Lucia, and then Luther Glass will be on this bed over here, this gurney, and he will be the source of a trap a little bit later. Now in this padded cell we're going to have Trevor J Young, and he'll be right in here, and you can open up this area fairly easily with a monitor just to the right hand side.
Hello, nice to see you.
Okay, heading out of trauma, we're going to go up one more floor to teleconferencing. And we're going to find, who are we going to find there? Elias Black? Yes. Okay, so here's the first jump. We are back downstairs, just below where we were. And we're going to head to the security office and the holding room at the end. We're going to find Demetri Bowser in that office. Again, might be accessible further on in the game, a little bit later, but this is where he is. Okay, now we're going to go to the restrooms, back in the lobby, right over there. We're going to find Martin in the restrooms. What was he doing in the female restroom? Who knows these things? Okay, next up we're going to have Randolph Hutchinson, and he is going to be in the staff lounge. And you can get here fairly soon by jumping along the window of your office, or just below your office, the outside of it. And we're going to have Randolph right there, and Octavia Figs is the next one. Okay, so now we're in the vicinity of the 4 tracking bracelets. Now in this little room, IT security, we're going to have Harley Granger, Maxine Ford, Richard Coveney, and Steve Folson. Now, you cannot get into this room normally, but there's also a secret spot up there. But people have glued the entire door and thrown a recycling grenade and ventured in there and walked actually straight through the door. So these people, you need to kill everyone you meet as much as you can to get Mr. Dahl to give you the Showing Initiative quest. And this will spawn these 4 individuals in life support cargo bay. So if you haven't killed everyone yet, you have to load an earlier save or restart the game, because I have no problem playing this game again to get an achievement like that. But that is where they are and or will be. So now we're going to head down to the entrance to Psychotronics. And this will be Joel Weeks. And now we're going to jump back into the Talos lobby, because these were only found way late game. The first one's going to be back in the trauma center, behind the secured pharmaceuticals door. And the card for this can be found under a tissue box on one of the bedside tables in the cabin. And again, this thing can spawn many different places. It does not necessarily mean it's going to be there. You just have to search everywhere. And I was actually a little bit disappointed after searching for that key for a long time and coming in here and there was just dog shit. So nothing you're missing except for that individual. Okay, now we are at the Arboretum, or the Arboretum, I think they say in the game, of the Talos I lobby, right at the top. And you will come up here to kill a technopath or a telepath. There it is there. And we're going to find Hendrik right there. Okay, now Garfield Langley and Yuri Kimura. Those two were nowhere to be found for me. It says on the list that they are phantoms, but they didn't spawn for me at all. So we've come into the shuttle bay now, and we're going to have David Simmons right there. Oh, my cat is getting on my... Come on, kitty, go away. We're going to find Eddie Foss right there. There are a total of 18 in this area. So you can jump along here, and you can't access the top floor without a bit of a mission. But right now, we're going to get Tom, Mr. Buzz there. And one more here, Blaine Cooley. Okay, now at this point, you need to activate two search engines, Frank Jones and Emmanuel Da Silva, and do them one at a time. So do one, so I think I'll show you where it is here. He is in Talos there. Activate him, then go towards it, and he will be activated for you. You won't actually see him, ever. And I'll show you where to locate them. So just come back to this point and do the one that you haven't done, and head back down to the place where I'm going to show you now to get both of these individuals. We're going to go down to the escape pod bay, but just before that, we're going to go just to the right to the pilot lounge. In Galal Sif, 1942 is the code for that door, I think. Shuttle control key card. Okay, heading down to the escape pod bay.
Emmanuel Da Silva.
This is what happens.
We're stuck in the launch tube. The hatch on the outside is supposed to blow when the pod launch initiates.
So that's what's going to happen as you come down here, and now you have the choice to blow them out of the door or to attempt to save them. So we're going to get Nils right there. And I do show a little clip of what happens. And there's another one there. Donald and Todd. So as you get to this area, walk towards that door, and then this will happen. It'll just say that you've located them. Then run upstairs and do the same with Emmanuel, or the opposite one of whatever you did. Okay, one more down here. Here we have Drew Springer. Now we're going to head back out. Yeah, so Frank Jones and Emmanuel Da Silva can be located by walking up to the pod bay 2 while they are activated on the crew search. Okay, now we're going to go find Rodrigo Diaz. He is going to be in the far northeast corner on top of some pipes. Now, I'm not sure why I showed you this now, but you can get up to the next level, create yourself a little pathway, and over there is the door, or the maintenance tunnel hatch, and you can get up to the top like that. But first, we're going to get a couple of peeps down here. Right there, Rodrigo. There, just below him, we're going to find Anastasia. Behind these flight cases. Sneaky, sneaky. Now we're going to find Lloyd Thompson, who is chilling out in the very irradiated area just next to this container. There he is.
Warning. Radiation poisoning detected. Seek medical attention.
I shall. But first, we're going to go find Scott Parker And he is going to be in the caged area, right in the center here. And I'm fairly certain he has a key card as well. He does. Okay, next up we're going to have Mary Stevens in the mechanic facilities. Fairly close to where you were right there. Lots of enemies in here, beware. And to the bathroom on my right hand side, there's actually a little secret above the roof boards. Go check that out if you like. But on the floor right over here is Mary Stevens. Okay, now we're going to head up to the top, to the control tower. And this is where you could possibly, one of the places you could find Dahl, depending on what path you've taken. But he is not on this list as of yet. Okay, I've got the lifts working at the moment. In the control tower, we're going to find Mia Bear. Now what we're going to do is we're going to drop, you can actually just drop off this and head down to the bottom, just to where you were, where that caged area is. You came out of the cage on the right hand side there. We're going to go into the guts entrance and grab one more. Britney Lavalley is hiding in the guts entrance to the shuttle bay, which is just through here. Just to show you where it is actually the guts, and this is what I've done with most of the videos, is if there is someone very close to the area that I'm doing, I'll just show it anyway. And I will do a follow-up video for any ones that I've missed to see where they actually are, as well as the exterior ones. Okay, Brittany, there we go. Now we're going to head to Talos I Bridge. Oh, that was a bit quick. Apologies for that. Fucking PS4 Pro still giving me shit with recording. Anyway, we're going to have Matt right over here. Then we're going to head down to the escape pod bay. And we're going to find several guys here that aren't actually on the list as well. Like the cook, he can be found anywhere. Well, a lot of places, not everywhere. Sadie Hall, Gordon Bitts. We're going to stone Blanchard here. Now in this container, or this escape pod at least, is going to be the cook again.
Morgan.
Depending on your story path. Okay, now we're going to head out of the shuttle bay at least. And we're going to head into the main control area. Command area. And this is where my trophy popped. And I was super stoked that it actually did. Alright, moving on. Just to the right hand side, we're going to find Izumi, Minami, and over here we're going to find Omar, and he's going to have one of the people who has a key card to the briefing room just to the left, where we're going to go right now. And there's also another one upstairs again, can be random spawn completely. Here we're going to find Perry and Sky Braxton, probably no relation, Tony. So upstairs. So pretty much anyone that I get now is just a bonus. But obviously I'm going to show you all the ones that I found. We're going to have Bill Nixon Green right there. We're going to have Jada Marks. Captain Jada Marks. And that is going to be the end of the Talos Bridge. So there was one that didn't spawn for me here. Alika James. Could not find her. Don't know where she is. But it says that she is a phantom in this area. So probably just didn't spawn for me. So that's going to bring us to the end of these three areas, guys. So I think I have one more video I'm going to put out with the exterior and, like I said, pickups. But I really hope you find these videos informative, and remember that there is a detailed timeline in the description. A lot of the time, the timeline will start at the start of a group of individuals, because it's just easier flowing this way. But I really hope you're finding these videos informative, and that these phantoms are spawning for you when they should be. So I want to say thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.
Alright, January. Is that Morgan's workstation?